Hi Gemini, I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be a Gemini reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to be getting your messages with two decks today. The Tarot de Nuit. I'm going to show you the box in case you guys are interested. I always forget to do this, and you guys do request it. And also the Arcanum deck, which is also very beautiful. That's the box for that in case you guys are interested. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread. I've been changing the spreads up from one side to the other. I have to go with what I'm feeling guided to do. I am pulling crowning energies based on the bottom of the deck for this reading today. And we're going to incorporate and pepper in some of the energies, particularly love energies going on during this time from November 1st to November 14th. And remember, guys, you guys are ruled by Mercury, right? So Mercury went retrograde on October 31st. So this is going to be like always, right? First of all, don't be afraid of it. Second of all, you can do whatever you want. Just make sure you take some extra time to do it. Read that fine print. Not the best energy to start brand new relationships. Excellent energies for rekindling, revisiting, going over something that you've already started in the past. Anything with anything. So this could be a project, maybe a book you started, anything like that. But there is definitely like a revisiting of things from the past, if not conversations and people. But let's see what comes out, okay? So let me do another cut. I'm feeling called to do another cut. Yes. So let's get crowning. 10 of Pentacles. Nice. Okay, I like how it's starting. So let's get right into your Celtic cross spread, and then I'm going to pull qualifiers as we go along. So the situation right now that you're in is the Six of Pentacles energy, and what's crossing you is the Knight of Cup energy. Okay. The Sun reverse is crowning you, still completely positive even in the reverse. 10 of Wands reverse is your foundation. In the past, we have the Temperance reverse. We have the Six of Cups going into the future. Okay, that would be the near future. This is you right now. Right now, you are the Four of Pentacles, Gemini. Okay, Judgment reverse is an external influence. I feel like you guys are working through stuff. Your fear is the Ten of Cups reverse, so you're afraid of not attaining something with someone, and your outcome is the Seven of Cups reverse. Okay, we'll put qualifiers on that. I don't think that's so scary. None of these are scary. I do love the fact that you do have your crowning energy is the Ten of Pentacles, because this is really about a deepening of connection, a deepening of commitment. This does indicate a rekindling of connection, guys. So for those of you who are maybe in a no contact space, or just in a weird situation, like you may be with your partner, but things are a little weird, a little left of center right now. And let's see what kind of information we could pull, okay? So right now, for the present situation, we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is in the upright. It's about being supported and feeling, first and foremost, that you have what you need as far as your resources go. And that does generally seem to be the case for the general archetype of Gemini. Obviously, it does depend on what else is in your chart. It also does depend on your house placement, guys. This is a general reading, but Gemini in general is actually doing quite well with their resources. They're fine, right? Who can't use a little more, but they have what they need. And also Pentacles also being what we need to connect, right, in the everyday, mental, emotional, physical. This does tell me that you guys are having what you need. Now, what I'm getting here is, even if you're not gaining it externally from a person or a situation in your life, you're giving this to yourself. Gemini, I feel like a lot of you guys are providing yourselves with the support, and whatever you feel like you're missing in your life, you're actually figuring out a way to provide it with yourself, to yourself. There is such a sense of, I'm getting a general vibe of autonomy here. And what I mean by that is you really standing in your own skin, your own truth, and doing you, making your money, living your life, doing what you want. I get that very heavy here. and there's some sort of situation though that you're trying to work out at the same time. But what's crossing you is the Knight of Cups, and this is somebody who wants to come in and offer you their cup, Gemini, okay? This is somebody who is scared, right? Because remember, knights have, what do knights normally wear, right? They normally have armor on, they protect themselves, you know, so they're coming in, protecting themselves, but with this definitive willingness to start this next phase, a new phase with you, having to do with your heart space. Now, this doesn't have to be an intimate partner, but it certainly can be, because we are in the season of reconciliations and you guys are ruled by Mercury. So chances are quite high of that. But this could also actually be, guys, an old boss calling you up, an old friend calling you up, somebody just reconnecting with you, really wanting to give you their heart. Now, the Sun, even reverse, is still entirely positive, and it does help illuminate any of the potentially negative energies in the spread. When it's reverse, it can indicate one of two things, either a delay in general or a delay in travel plans. So if some of you guys have plans to move forward in an area, see, to me, that's still delay. That's why I normally just say delay. And it's whatever it's happening, it's just going to take a minute. And I get that, right? Because aren't we in Mercury retrograde season, right? Anyway, so we're going to be in Mercury retrograde until like the third week of November. It doesn't totally come out of shadow until like into that second week of December. So if you can hold off on stuff, that's fine. But, you know, I don't mind that this is, I actually would prefer it for this time period to be reversed, because I wouldn't trust it if it was upright, if that makes sense, right? Because we are in this retrograde season. So the foundation is the Ten of Wands reverse. So the foundation here, Gemini, is you are fighting with somebody. You are absolutely putting these wands down. You've been very pushed to the brink when it comes to one area or other in your life. Now, this could be relationships, this could be your job, this could be some sort of family situation where you got to a point you just can't take it anymore. You just couldn't take it anymore. Now, the reverse does indicate a couple of things to me. One, it does indicate that the worst of it is over, but now you guys are like fighting about it. Okay, that's number one. Number two, there's a lot of this weight is still weighing on you, but it's more mental than in real time. And finally, it does indicate that there is discord. Okay, so that's kind of like the underpinning, but I feel like the discord is in an attempt to unravel some big knot that you guys are in. And I say that because in the past we have the Temperance reverse, and the Temperance is an alchemical card. So this is about, you know, taking what you need, taking what the person or situation needs, okay, and coming up with a new plan. Right? But this requires empathy. This requires compassion to really work the Temperance card. And I'm getting, because it's in reverse, that you guys did not have that. So there wasn't this meeting of the minds, Gemini. I feel like you were involved in your recent past with a person or a situation where you were not feeling validated, you were not feeling heard, and you didn't feel like things were being treated fairly. Now, I don't mean the kind of unfair like the Justice card kind of thing. It's more internal than that. Like, you genuinely didn't feel that your voice was being heard in the way you intended it. And it just ended up being in these cyclical kind of, if not conversations and arguments, this sense in your own mind, you're going over it and over it and over it again, and for what? You know, it wasn't getting you anywhere. Now, in the near future, we have the Six of Cups energy, which is a beautiful energy. It's about really returning to the innocence of childhood. This is a reconciliation card. This is a card of missing the way things were once upon a time. And I do feel like you guys are going to be in this space. There is a sense of nostalgia in the upright, but it's in the upright, it's a healthy kind of nostalgia. You're very accurate in what you're reflecting on, and you're just missing a simpler way of life when things were a little better, right? In one area of your life or the other. So moving forward, we have the situation that where you are right now, not your situation, but you, representing you. We have the Four of Pentacles. And again, here we go. You have what you need, right? The Four of Pentacles is about having what you need, but it can also indicate, it indicates a couple more things to me. Yeah, I mean, some readers say this is the card of like the miser, right? Where you're holding a little too close to your coins, or you're holding a little too close to what you're willing to share and how you're willing to share it. So Gemini, you might find yourself in this space where, because of past hurts or past situations, you're very, very cautious with what you're opening yourself up to, who you're letting in, how much you're willing to accept, what you're willing to take a chance on. You want to, but you're scared. And I feel like you're holding your heart and your soul very close to your chest. Many of you may be holding your resources very close to your chest. But regardless of all of that, it is, in a sense, basically having this sort of very middle of the road, having what you need. But at the same time, it is a desire of wanting more, right? There's this element of you wanting more, you know? And we do have the full moon in Taurus this, during this period. So, and Taurus is an earth sign. It's about work. It's about gaining prosperity. And work does really look really good for you guys this month. Just be careful in the beginning of the month. Some people talking nonsense about you at work. Rise above, rise above, rise above. Don't let that get to you, okay? Now, as far as an external influence, we have the Judgment in reverse. And this could be really disturbing, because I'm getting that you feel that you're being, oh my gosh, you're so misunderstood. Somebody is not, you're dealing with a person or a situation who is not understanding, how do I put this? It's like you say red, they say blue. And then they'll say, no, you said blue. And you're like, no, I said red. No, you said blue. It's almost like gaslighting, but I don't even feel like it's like that in that way. I just feel like you feel like you're being evaluated, assessed, and judged inaccurately by someone who you're dealing with in a very close situation, and it's highly frustrating to you because you know your truth and this person is not seeing the truth. It's almost like not even up for discussion over what happened in reality, but it's like this person isn't actually looking at reality when they're coming up with these claims about how you were regarding a situation in the past and are being now. Like you're being told you're not being realistic, or you're not being honest, or you're not facing the truth, or you're not doing something. But in reality, Gemini, you're like, yeah, I am. Like, what's up with you? It's just very, very frustrating. And the Ten of Cups energy reverse is that you're afraid that this isn't going to happen with this person. But look, this is the thing. The Ten of Cups reverse is still really positive. It really is. It's delay. And it's delay specifically because of an external situation. So this could be because of a situation happening in the with one of your families, both of your families, your family. A situation happening with friends, something happening with work, something external to you guys that needs to be ironed out. And that's, but this is scaring you because this external situation and the lack of resolve that you're sensing with it, you're afraid that this is going to end up getting in the way of you being able to have a successful outcome with this person or this situation. And then we have the Seven of Cups reverse. Look, the Seven of Cups is all about not having all the information, right? So in the outcome, this is telling me that, because what it is, it's you want to make a decision, but you don't have all the information. And in the reverse, I am getting, Gemini, that you're making a decision, but you still don't have all the information. Okay, and I'm just a little worried that might be a little problematic for you. So let's get some qualifiers for this. And then once we finish this, I'm going to do an X spread. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups. I'd like some more information on the Seven of Cups reverse. If Gemini is just making a decision without knowing everything. Ten of Swords. Okay, more information on this outcome. Look, we have the Ten of Swords. You know, you feel very stabbed in the back over time, one sword at a time, over time. But let me tell you what I like about this card. A couple things. First of all, if you check it out in this deck, if you see her, there's not an ounce of blood coming out. And look at her. She's on her, like, back side, like, kind of like her front, right? Normally it's, like, in the back. And in the back, it's like you didn't see it coming. But Gemini, I feel like you had total awareness here. Yet you stayed and you kept going back to a situation or a person that you knew wasn't good for you. And every time you went back, you got another flipping sword stuck in your chest. Okay? But this is like, okay, I'm done. No more. Finished. You know? This is you making a decision without all the information. But I have a feeling here based on this, your decision is that this is done. Or it's at least done the way it's been. Knight of Wands, okay. You know, this is a core card. So this is you having, I'm feeling that this is you having very, very strong will to move your life forward. Because you don't feel like this person has the capability of giving you what you need. You know that there are happier times ahead for you, but you feel like this person is not capable of doing that. So you're being your best friend. Are you scared? Yes, you're scared. Of course you're scared. Look, you have your armor on though. You have everything you need, but you have that big wand and that beautiful horse, and you're ready to just like do you, be you, and move forward and focus on what matters to you. You're going to focus on your career. You're going to focus on getting yourself together here. I do feel for many of you. And we have the Tower. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't believe that any tarot card is an absolute, for goodness sake, right? I mean, we have free will, right? But the Tower card at least means that there is a breakdown of something that you at one time trusted, and that if it is to be rebuilt, because it can certainly be rebuilt, just like towers are, it would have to be with a completely different set of blueprints, if you know what I mean, right? A different moral code, a different moral compass, a different narrative, a different everything, right? Like, you know, the decks have to be swept clean and you need to start over fresh if you guys are to actually do something moving forward. Spirit, please give me a yes/no card. Will Gemini be moving forward with this person they're in a relationship with right now? This is a very present energy. I don't feel like this is an X that will come in the X spread. For those of you resonating with this is a weird space you and your partner are in. You had a major falling out. Will they work things out after this Tower? Yes or no? I'm not accepting reversals for the yes/no. Knight of Pentacles is beautiful. Hello. Oh, yeah. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is all about, I have ambition to make this work in the tangible, in the here and now, and have what we need. I know what we need to do. We need to be supportive of each other in a different way, in a better way. We need to update our moral compass. We need to understand what it is to be mentally, emotionally, and physically supportive of each other. We need to figure out how we can save money together. We need to figure out where we're going to live, where we're both happy. It's figuring stuff out. That Nine of Pentacles energy, I really, really like that. Let's pull 2 more cards. How about Three of Swords? Okay, listen, yeah, you guys are having the conversations. There's a lot of pain here. This doesn't mean third party, by the way. Although maybe one of you, I feel like leading up to this, maybe ended up getting involved with somebody, but I don't sense that there is a third party involved here. But it doesn't matter. It's one sword is you, one sword is them, and one sword is an external situation to you guys. That had been an issue up until this point, but you're not taking that into this next phase because you got the Tower. So if you're gonna clean the decks, you got to clean the decks. But understand this, because we're not robots, Gemini, validation needs to happen. Your partner needs to feel validated. If you hurt them or they hurt you, you need to feel validated in order to really heal and just put it to rest and move on and feel okay to start fresh. Because when you don't feel validated, And because we're not robots, it's always going to linger in your mind somewhere. Are they going to do it again? Is this going to happen again? Is this going to, And the fact that if they don't validate you, that does indicate a red flag. It's a red flag. If your partner will not validate your feelings of hurt over something that they brought to you that was painful, that is a red flag. And you do with that whatever you want. But I feel like you guys are going to be working through this Three of Swords energy. Yes, to have this Four of Wands, this is beautiful. This is the marriage card, the engagement card, the connection card. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to call it. But it is a very strong foundation. As a celebratory vibe to this, I really love this. This is just the will to love and the will to have this life together. And that is the ultimate outcome. But that outcome is not going to come so easy. It's not going to come easy. But I knew we were going in a good direction because we have the Ten of Pentacles as the crowning. So a lot of conversation is going to have to happen here. A lot of conversation. Just like dealing with the astrology, we do have on the November 1st to the 25th, we have Venus in Sagittarius. So, this is all about balance in this energy, Gemini. By easing up on any sense of urgency to get to an end point in the relationship or with the situation, really with this relationship, you just want to, you want to avoid rushing anything. You want to avoid rushing anything. You really do. Because if you do, if you don't avoid rushing, guys, those of you who are couples, you can look forward to a romantic revival if things have been shaky. Or for those of you who aren't going to be opting for the revival, you're going to have the ability to consciously uncouple from each other with honesty and with grace, And for those of you who aren't coupled at all, this absolutely supports having Sagittarius and Venus will bring newness to this area if you're not with anybody, okay? So I really do like that. And then on the 5th, we do have the Mars-Pluto square. So you want to watch out for like a double standard during this time. Mars is very lusty and heating up that, that romance zone. He's going to lock horns, right? With very manipulative Pluto in that 8th house. And the 8th house is very possessive. So this could definitely indicate some drama or provoke old trust issues, right? We were talking about, wiping the decks clean, right? But because we're not robots, old trust issues coming up. And you want to be careful to not let those, grow a life of their own. You just really want to take a breath before you fly off the handle or start accusing somebody of anything, Because this is a very hot-headed opposition that can definitely make you a little paranoid, in this energy for sure. Just can. Yeah. And then on the 12th, we do have the Taurus full moon, So this is going to be in your 12th house of fantasy, of transition. Very Neptunian vibe, right? So you're going to feel really dreamy and very, very prone to fantasy. But listen, this can be a wonderful energy for those of you who are working out relationships, who are in relationships. There's a really beautiful sort of dreamy vibe. But at the same time, if things have been kind of wonky or complicated in your relationship, this is a really good energy to let it go, just to let it go, And then on the 14th, we have Venus and Neptune squaring. So, enjoy the moment on the 14th, but don't be so rosy-eyed that you don't even consider whether the person or the situation that you're involved in has a long-haul potential. Really look at the big picture, because attraction and chemistry are important. But if you have very divergent goals in your life, where you want to live, or do you want to have kids, big things like that, it might not be worth investing the time in moving forward. So you really do need to be honest with yourself in this energy. So this is for pulling, this is going to be an X spread here, past, present, future. Advice. Okay, so the past, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So you were in a space with this person where everything was happening. You felt connected to them on every level. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is such a beautiful energy. And then we went in, all right. So right now you're in the Nine of Swords, where you're feeling anxiety. You're feeling very conflicted about things that went on between you guys. This is a 3 a.m. anxiety card. And you're just really feeling very confused about this person that you were with, Gemini. Yeah. Okay, and the outcome is the Seven of Wands. So here I just feel like there's a lot of defending of oneself, right? Kind of defending your own mindset. They're defending their mindset. I'm right, no, I'm right kind of thing. And it's kind of really defending your own land. I mean, this is as... I'm getting this as deep as like really defending your own soul and what you believe wholeheartedly to be right. The advice here, though, is the Ten of Cups, Gemini. It's the Ten of Cups. The advice here is that you guys have there's a real love here. There's a real soul connection. The Ten of Cups is a soulmate card. This is soul connection. These cups are built over time, together, over time, put up in that rainbow. This is not a flippant, like you just met this person energy. You guys have been through a lot. And, you know, the message here and the advice is don't be so don't be so fast, rather, to throw it away. Okay? Let's get some more information on where you are now. Okay. So, Gemini, I do get here that whoever you are dealing with, this ex, they want to take this chance with you. That's the Fool energy. That's about blind faith. Let's just take the chance. Let's see if we could do it. The Hierophant, this is a spiritual connection, and they feel that with you. No matter how hard they try to disconnect from you, they can't. Because I feel like, I'm going to correct myself. This is not a soulmate energy, Gemini. This is a red thread energy. You guys have heard me mention this a couple of times. Red threads are what we want. They, you know, they have had the red thread put on their ankle at birth and connected to you. You had that invisible red thread connected to you. And you guys are meant to be together. See, soulmates can last for a season, 2 seasons, 50 seasons in our life, if not more. But they're here to only teach us lessons. Whereas red threads, they're here to teach us lessons, but we learn the lesson with them. And then we finish living our life in this cycle with them. That's red thread energy. And I just feel between this Ten of Cups and this Hierophant, there is such a deep spiritual connection between you two. And I am getting that they at least feel it. If you don't, Two of Cups, come on now. Come on. Gemini. Whatever is happening here, you guys are definitely at least revisiting this without question. Yes, they're going to be coming in, or you're going to be going to them. You guys are going to be somehow connecting with a new will, a new set of circumstances, a new mindset, just a new plan on how to move things forward in a healthy way. This could be someone who you recently broke up with. This could be somebody from your deeper past. Beautiful. Page of Wands. I mean, these are just all really, really good cards. Page of Wands. Yes, let's start a new cycle. Let's start a new cycle. It's like the King of Wands went and got the Page of Wands. We were like, let's get some reinforcement for this to happen. Beautiful. Spirit, yes, no. I'm not honoring reversals. Will Gemini have a reconnection, a successful reconnection with this individual? Eight of Wands. Beautiful. The Magician. Oh my gosh. The Lovers. The Lovers. We got your card. This is you, Gemini. Yes, you guys are going to work through your nonsense. You guys are it's going to happen quick. Gemini, it's happening quick. Fast, fast. Eight of Wands. It's going to come in fast. You guys are going to have the conversation. It is going to be very magical for you guys. You're going to make it happen. And the Lovers is all about resolving conflict. That is what the Lovers card is. It's not about riding off into the sunset. It's about being very pragmatic and realistic and identifying the fissures in the relationship the way it was and having the resolve to fix that. And I love that, Gemini. Beautiful reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.